the historic arguments today at the U.S. Supreme Court. At issue is whether former President Donald Trump is constitutionally ineligible to hold office again because of his actions surrounding the January 6th attack. And while there are no cameras allowed inside the nation's highest court, there is live audio that CBS's chief legal correspondent Jan Crawford says did give us some insight today in just how these justices may ultimately rule.
In a case that could determine the presidency, the justices seem to find rare common ground, appearing poised to rule, perhaps unanimously, that states can't use an obscure constitutional provision to kick Donald Trump off the ballot. That would be up to Congress. Liberal Justice Elena Kagan got right to the point.
I think that the question that you have to confront is why a single state should decide who gets to be president of the United States.
Conservative Amy Coney Barrett agreed.
It just doesn't seem like a state call.
The Colorado Supreme Court said Trump should be removed from the state's ballots, narrowly ruling he committed insurrection on January 6 and was disqualified under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. It says no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office who took an oath and then engaged in insurrection. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson focused on the amendment's specific words as another reason Trump could prevail, suggesting the provision, passed after the Civil War, didn't clearly apply to presidents.
They were listing people that were barred, and president is not there. And so if there's an ambiguity, why would we construe it against democracy?
The justices also were troubled by the potential impact of the Colorado decision and how it could be weaponized by both sides.
I would expect that a goodly number of states will say, whoever the Democratic candidate is, you're off the ballot, and others, for the Republican candidate, you're off the ballot. And it'll come down to just a handful of states that are going to decide the presidential election. That's a pretty daunting consequence.
People camped out overnight for up to 2 days to get a seat inside, but Trump did not attend.
I'm a believer in our country, and I'm a believer in the Supreme Court. I listened today, and I thought our arguments were very, very strong.
And Jan Crawford joins us now from the Supreme Court. So, Jan, if the justices ultimately say that states can't take Donald Trump off the ballot, and let's say he's convicted in one of his legal battles, what happens next? Can he still be reelected?
Well, I mean, the short answer is yes. There's nothing in the Constitution that would stop him from being reelected. There is a possibility that Congress could move to try to disqualify him if it finds he committed insurrection. But based on what we've seen from Congress so far, Norah, I think that seems unlikely.
Jan Crawford, thank you so much.